Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
I would have liked to have played this one, Brave, but it goes too long. It's 5:28.
Oh, she does go on.
We don't
Kate
have the
Ceberano.
time.
She does
We
go on.
love that she goes on. You're here, well, we want you to talk about your new book called Unsung, which is just filled with art and lyrics and your beautiful handwriting and your wonderful stories. This all came about because of COVID.
Yes, and just to roll it back just a little bit before COVID, the tour that I'm on now is My Life is a Symphony. I had recorded with the Melbourne Symphony, and we'd recorded multiple tracks, in the week before COVID, and I never got
Before
to put
shutdown, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, that sounded weird. Before shutdown, and so I was lamenting the fact that I may never get that album up and running. It was one of those opportunities, a pop act, working with the MSO, 70-plus orchestra, of my own original work. It was a big triumph and then this huge letdown. So the book is an addendum. It's actually something that I was writing during COVID, and every chapter is listed from every track from the album. It was a little bit like, well, if it all goes away, this is what I'll have to tell. That was what I thought.
That's why it was called Unsung. But you have got to sing it and release it.
Well, I've got to more than sing it. I'm slaying, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you are.
No, well...
You really are. Sold out shows. Amazing.
I'm saying that tongue-in-cheek. But we did actually only plan to do one show with the MSO at Hamer Hall, and then it sold out. It was like one of those great stories where then it then sold out the next, and then the next, and then suddenly we started putting it across every state, which we're still in the middle of doing now. I think we've got Queensland, Perth, and then I end at the Sydney Opera House in January.
This is
With
great.
the Sydney Symphony Orchestra?
Yeah. No, actually, it's they're putting another orchestra together. I'm still just across all of that.
They're learning their instruments now.
Well, that's right. Do you know, what people don't really realise that a symphony album, you have to play with different symphonies. Like, I don't think general public understand you can't take a symphony with you, much as I'd love to. But they're very
Well, there'd
expensive.
be a lot of catering. That'd be expensive.
It's like herding cats. That's 70-plus individuals who may or may not want to go to Sydney that week.
So you have to rehearse with different ones every time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right.
And
who was the most loose in the symphony out of
Which
all of them?
instrument?
always, I would like to say that the percussionist who plays
Of
like the
course,
timpani,
the drummers.
they sit centre, and they are actually the rock for which everything, in my opinion, as an artist, because I come in, the culture's very formal, and I'm a pop artist. These are my own original songs. It's a big punt, and I can always glance up and have a gentle wink or it's going to be okay from the timpani player.
Oh,
Right.
Everyone
Right.
else is engaged in the hardcore business of symphonic music, and
Sure.
it is. The arrangements are really deep. And they're really put to task. It's not like we've just done 3 chords and, Roscoe Irwin is a very, very fine virtuosic arranger. But
they look
timpani
grumpy.
guy,
They look grumpy.
they can
those
tend
guys.
to look very engaged.
Yeah, so you go to the timpani guy, but they look grumpy. But you're a drummer.
right.
I've seen you play the drums. You're a very accomplished drummer, this is an experience. Like, it's a money can't buy experience. I was hosting a thing. Kate was performing. She gets on the kit, and I'm standing behind her. I'm going, "Holy cow! You are a great drummer."
It will never happen again. So that was a very
You were
one-off
very
sort of
good.
situation.
I thought you were great.
I had to play for myself back then. Because, it's actually a really sweet backstory to it. I had a throat operation. I write about it in the book, actually. And I didn't think I'd be singing the same after the operation. And in order for my recovery, I had to sing at a very lower level volume output. And so I got rid of the drummer and I just went on to percussion myself. And then all the band had to just be the volume of what I could output.
Right.
Isn't that
Okay, so you control, because the drums control
everything?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The timpani,
Yeah.
because I told you the timpani's
Yeah,
the
right.
cherry on the cake, and I was just being the volume keeper.
Was it a scary time? Did you think your voice may not come completely back?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
This was just like, well, this has been my sort of my only feather to my cap, and I was thinking, well, what will I do if I can't do that? And I think a lot of artists have had that sort of existential sort of question: what will I be if there's no you?
Yeah.
An audience, for instance, is essential for my particular craft. A song isn't sung until it's sung to someone. That's
Yeah.
how I feel. you know, and if there's not that, and if I'm not being able to do that, what would I do? So, yeah, I've had many times I've had to consider what ifs and where will I go. And all roads lead to, well, they lead to places like painting and writing.
You're beautiful artists.
That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, you can draw. You're a bit of a triple million threat here.
I think they call me a Renaissance woman.
And upper self.
Better than triple million threat.
Actually, James Rain called me that, and I've got to say, I
That
think
is great.
that's
your
kind
new
of
LinkedIn
sexy.
profile.
Yeah, you get
Just
that
the
from
fact that he
James
said
Rain.
anything about me is kind of cool.
Well, Kate, it's always great to talk to you. Unsung is available now from all good bookstores.
It's a gorgeous book.
It's such
Thank
a
you.
great book.
It's very substantial. It feels really sexy in my hands because it's not like...
It's sexy.
Yeah, it is.
It's got texture.
It does. It does. And it's got weight and it's got a little sort of, you know, I don't know, it just feels like...
It's one of those books you could... This is a book my brother, when he comes around to the house, this is one of the
don't
books
say
he will take into the toilet. So he comes around to my house and he says, I'm just going off to your
love
Borry
that.
house.
How
But he'll
absorbent
take...
are the pages, Kate?
Well, listen, I actually, just since you mentioned it, I rate my success at outdoor festivals by how many portaloos are on site. So it's kind of works pretty tangential to that.
Kate Ceberano.
She's an 8 Portaloo girl. Forget being a Renaissance woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Unsung is available now from all good bookstores. Kate, thank you.
Thank you for having me.